What you're seeing right now is often called one of the best captures of paranormal activity caught on camera. A ghost attacked the woman in the room, even throwing objects like tables and chairs at her. And when she tried to leave, the door was barricaded. Many believe that a soul lives within a person, but unfortunately, no one has been able to prove this fact. This video might serve as strong evidence for the existence of the soul. In a Chinese clinic, the security camera clearly captured the moment right after a person's death, when something resembling the outline of a body seems to leave their body. I think anyone who doesn't believe in the existence of a soul will have second thoughts after watching this footage. I don't know what it was, and I don't think the guy knows either. But maybe the fact that he decided to run saved his life. Who knows? It's probably best not to risk it and not to find out. Every once in a while, an object emerges that possesses that uniquely peculiar sensation of looking back at you. But what happens when it moves its head to get a better look? A doll sits on top of some furniture, next to an ornate pendulum clock, and behind a Nintendo Switch console box.
I think I can see it on here.
Pale face seemingly poking out against the dark shadows. This isn't just any doll, though. It seems to be a creepy part of the family, as it slowly tilts its head to get a better view of the room.
See if she moves. There it is.
Occasional dings and chimes seem to emanate from the porcelain-faced figurine, and one of the owners says that's not all she does. They claim she will sometimes answer them if they ask questions or mention her, and they believe her name to be Samantha. At first glance, it seems like an ordinary exploratory footage of a sewer. A narrow tunnel, cold, damp walls, and water echoing every sound. The camera moves forward, immersing the viewer in darkness and the unknown. Everything seems calm, almost routine, until suddenly, something faintly visible appears in the water. From the depths, a white blurred silhouette emerges, a webbed hand that seems to reach for the camera. Like a living witness to hidden secrets. This unexpected moment makes your heart skip a beat, leaving only one question. What does this underground world really conceal? The footage shows a stray dog wandering near the restaurant at night. But then, something astonishing happens. The dog begins to slowly transform, right before your eyes, into a human being. The transformation is gradual, but within seconds the dog is gone, replaced by a person, who then walks out of the camera's view. Witnesses to this strange event claim they've never seen anything like it before. Some are even suggesting that it might be linked to witchcraft, shapeshifter, or some other supernatural force. This video remains a complete mystery, leaving everyone who sees it wondering what could have caused such a bizarre transformation. This working evening, the doctors from Mexico City will remember forever. At the end of their shift, when there was only the task of cleaning the operating room left, something truly terrifying happened.
No mames. Pasó algo.
The medical tables started moving on their own, as if something or someone was pushing them.
Te lo juro que pasó algo, ¿eh? Vete a la verga.
The nurse who was on duty that day claims she felt the presence of another being in the operating room, as though it was standing right behind her. It's curious to think how they will continue to perform surgeries after such an experience.
No mames, pasó algo, te lo juro que pasó algo, ¿eh? Vete a la verga.
A guy decided to record an ordinary video for his social media. What he saw when he reviewed the footage was something that was hard to comprehend.
I'm not doing this right. Okay. I can't even see myself. I don't know if this is okay. Never mind.
At first, something appeared in the frame on the stairs, but it was so clear that you might think it was just a camera glitch. However, a few seconds later, it became obvious that it wasn't a glitch at all. The silhouette of a person was so distinct that it was impossible to ignore. The figure simply walked down the stairs and turned into a room. I don't know how I would react if I were in his place, but entering the same room as a ghost would definitely be twice as terrifying now. They say animals are better at sensing the supernatural. In this case, a security camera captured something unimaginable. Two animals met on a path, but one of them was apparently a ghost. The most intriguing part is that the real animal noticed. You can clearly see this in its reaction. It's as if it recognized something that the human eye couldn't see, making it all the more unsettling. Surely, everyone has heard of poltergeists. Well, I'm convinced that what's captured in this footage is exactly that.
What happened? The table just moved. Well, the table just moved. What do you mean? I swear to God. Hell no!
This CCTV footage from 2014 seems to show an orb morphing into a shadowy figure on CCTV. The ball even moved off the road when a car passed by, and then returned to the road afterward, which adds even more to the strangeness of the situation. How do people continue to live peacefully in this house after seeing something like that? It's hard for me to answer, but I've heard that some people even intentionally buy houses with ghosts. Maybe the owners should consider selling it to those who are into paranormal experiences. Late in the evening, a man and his dog heard strange sounds in the backyard. During his investigation, he found nothing unusual, until he reviewed the footage from the security camera. The camera shows a humanoid figure with glowing eyes running across the yard and disappearing. Notice also that in the lower left corner, you can see his dog watching the creature as it passes by. What do you think this creature could have been? A girl stepped out of the house, and something entered the home. It looks like a ghost might now be living there. Imagine you're at home in the evening, watching TV, and suddenly a cabinet on its own opens in the kitchen. What would your reaction be? This couple remains surprisingly calm, but I'm sure inside they're filled with fear and confusion about what's happening. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again in their home. On a dark night, on the road of a small town in Ohio, a police patrol begins a high-speed car chase. The getaway car maneuvers amazingly skillfully, skidding it almost at every turn. The police suspect that the driver has considerable experience, or is simply very desperate. But here comes a moment that will be etched in the memory of everyone who watches the video. The pursued car rushes to the fence, an ordinary mesh, through which it would seem it is impossible to drive. But before the eyes of the sergeant, the car strangely slides through the net, leaving it unharmed. The police car stops abruptly. The driver stares ahead in silent shock. No brake marks, no broken fence, only mystical silence, which is broken only by the sounds of a siren. This video, captured on a police camera, became a legend, attracting the attention of thousands of viewers. Some talked about tricks and video manipulations, others about the mysterious nature of this place. But everyone who saw the tape agreed. Something unusual happened on the Ohio road that time. Something that defied everything that was normal and rational. Dave and Carrie Ann moved to an old house on the outskirts of a small town in Minnesota. The building was over 100 years old, and its history included several generations of previous occupants. Soon after moving in, the couple began to notice unusual things. Doors that closed by themselves, soft footsteps heard at night, and cold drafts in rooms where there were no windows. At first, they attributed these events to the age of the building and minor technical issues. However, everything changed one night when Dave woke up to loud knocking, as if someone was walking down the hallway. He got up to check, but the hallway was empty. As such incidents began to repeat, the couple decided to set up surveillance cameras to understand what was happening. One morning, while reviewing the footage, Dave and Carrie Ann were shocked. In one of the videos, they saw a shadow resembling a human figure moving down the hallway and then disappearing into the wall. The cameras also captured strange sounds, whispers and soft laughter, even though no one was in the house besides them. The couple shared the video with friends in local news, which generated considerable interest. While some skeptics believed the video was simply a clever setup or a play of light, Dave and Carrie Ann insisted that everything they captured was real. This story left many questions unanswered, but Dave and Carrie Ann continue to live in the house, now paying closer attention to every sound and movement. Surveillance footage catches paranormal activity happening in a UK bar. Some nighttime visitors you definitely wouldn't want to encounter.